Right into it with week number 3. Plainfield hosting 2-0 Mooresville. The Quakers split their first 2 games. Some scoreboards got worn out tonight. James Mabry Jr. runs it in for Mooresville. Game tied 7-7 there. Plainfield comes back with Aiden Moyers to Christian Swigert for the TD. A lot more after that. Mooresville 52-42. The most they've scored in a regular season game since 2010, and a lot more points to show you here this evening. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us here. I'm Brad Brown. Dave First will join us from the IndyCar race out in the Pacific Northwest in just a bit. The final night of August, we're already 3 weeks into the season. Several teams giving some impressive looks in their first 2 games and setting up a handful of 2-0 versus 2-0 matchups. Warren Central had a 21-point comeback last week down in Louisville. Tonight, the Warriors in a mixed matchup against North Central. The Panthers making a good effort in the second quarter. Liam Thompson to Richard Hamilton for the first down, and Trayvon Elliott would finish the drive with a nice TD run around the right end. Panthers on the board, but Warren scored the first 20 in this game, and they just kept going. This connection's been very good all season, and it's going to continue to be good. Jaden George airs it out. Watch the one-handed catch by David Bell. Best in the state. Yeah, he is. Warriors would not need a dramatic comeback tonight because they just kept scoring. Romir Elliott runs it in. They're going to stay number 1, 58-27. George had 7 TD passes, 3 of them to Bell. Warren takes on Lawrence Central next week. Cathedral will play 3 games against Ohio teams this season. Cincinnati Elder here tonight. The teams exchanged the lead 4 times in the fourth quarter. Cathedral's Bo Sanders finds the end zone, puts the Irish up 1, but with just 40 seconds to go, Elder would get the winner. QB Michael Bittner with his 3rd rushing TD of the game, and the visitors come in and take it 39-34. Cathedral will take on Bishop Chatard next week. Class 6A has all the big schools, but Class 5A might have the most entertaining set of top 10 teams in the state. 2 versus 3 tonight. Decatur Central and Whiteland each started 2-0. Dave Marin was at DC tonight to see which team would make it 3 for 3.
The unbeaten battle of Whiteland and Decatur Central. Hawks up at the half, 3rd quarter. Camera goes right. Whiteland's Bryler Metz in the ball, works the fake. They go left. That would be good for a touchdown, and we're tied at 14. Decatur Central would march down the field and give the ball to Kenny Tracy. He'd take it in and collect 6 points, 21-14 DC. Then in the 4th, Parker Harrington keeps it and gets the Hawks down to the 2-yard line. And that's where they would call on Kenny Tracy again. He'd take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Decatur Central would get the win tonight, 28-14. Dave Marin, Friday Football Frenzy.
Dave, thanks. DC looking strong so far. Back to the north side. Brebeuf hosting Cardinal Ritter. Big plays all around in this one. Ritter gets the first one. Jack Henninger to Aiden Robinson, and there he goes. 74-yard touchdown. Gets the Ritter Raiders on the board, but Brebeuf had an answer tonight. Big play of their own. Drake Hagerman, bit of trouble, but he gets the pass away. Gabe Wright goes up to get it, gets a block, and finishes it off with the long run for the score. Braves roll to the 49-12 victory. Well, the weather cleared up well for most of the area tonight. A good evening to rack up a few more miles on Skycam 6. Photographer Lee Atherton, pilot Tony Scott making it happen. It's week number 3 of our Friday Football Frenzy Flylights. We'll start with the Copper Kettle game. Carmel at Center Grove. CG lost its first 2 games, but they get it done tonight. The first big play of the game comes from Charlie Ogega, turning nothing into something. Breaks a tackle, then a couple more. Watch him get to the sidelines and go. Officially a 53-yard touchdown, but he went about 80. CG gets the 17-7 win, their first of the season. Back closer to the city, Southport. Oh, look at the south side looking good tonight. They were hosting Columbus North. This was a wild one. The visiting Bulldogs punching one in on this drive. Senior Michael Johnson, some great blocking, takes it in. CN over Southport, 41-36. More points on the board in that one. Let's finish with a flight over Greenwood and Martinsville as their visitors tonight. The Artesians getting ahead in the first half. Travis Griffey launches this one down the field. Boyd Johnson gets past the defender. He reels it in. That's a 45-yard pickup on that play. And Griffey would finish off the drive with the QB keeper. Martinsville a 29-8 win. They improved to 3-0. There are our week 3 flylights. We talked about points. Look at these scores tonight. Delta hangs 84 on Shelbyville. New Pal scores 81 in Yorktown, and West Lafayette and Webo with massive shutout wins. Those teams all improving to 3-0 on the season. Hey, how about some IndyCar after the break?